안녕하세요 여러분, 제 이름은 디바예요. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diva. Last time we covered how to do very basic sentences for beginners. Very basic. Now we are continuing on with that, but today we're going to learn about an important concept, and that is how to conjugate ida and what it is, what it does, and a difference that it has with a word that can be similar. That might sound confusing, but don't worry, I'll walk with you through it as always. So let's get started. Today we're going to be learning about something pretty simple. Ida, to be. This conjugation works similarly to future conjugations, and you'll see what I mean by that. If you're unfamiliar with conjugating in the future tense, please refer back to my previous lesson. Ida means to be, like is, am, are. I'm going to make some distinctions to better help you understand the usage of ida. How this is used is not the same way it's used in English, which can be very confusing grammatically. Ida is an adjective used with nouns to say you are a noun or something is noun. Let's take, for example, this sentence. I am a student. You are saying that you are a noun, the noun here being a student. We've talked about assembling sentences in the previous video. The subject would come first, I. Here we don't have an object, which is perfectly fine. We won't always have an object. Instead, we have our noun, which is student, and ida. The sentence would look like this. 초학생이다. 초학생이다. Notice three things. 1. I didn't conjugate ida. We'll learn its conjugation shortly. 2. There was no word for a when translated to Korean. 3. Ida attached directly to our noun. Don't worry, we'll break this down by bullet points. We'll talk about 3 first. When using ida to say something is noun or noun is this, ida will attach directly to that noun. Please don't worry about the vocabulary for now, as it will be shown on the screen. But I will show you some example sentences. I am a man, or I am a woman. You are my brother. This is a book. We are family. My second bullet point ties into this, but first let's look at the sentence. All of them revolve around A being B. This is noun. Ida would attach directly to the end of our nouns at the end of the sentence, unlike normal adjectives or verbs which go at the end and are spaced. The sentence would be 저 남자이다. 저 여자이다. 너 남동생이다. 이것 제 끼다. 우리 가족이다. If you notice by my translations, there's no usage of a in these sentences. Words like a, it, the don't exist in Korean. Yet when we translate them from Korean to English, it's implied. Sometimes even other words aren't used, but implied when translating back to English. Asking questions like, do you eat ramen? Do is not translated to Korean because it technically isn't necessary. This is something you'll learn more as we progress. Now we're actually going to move on to conjugating ida. Just like other verbs, there are formal, polite, and casual ways to conjugate ida. And again, if you remember how to conjugate in the future tense, it's not that different. Casual. Iya for consonants, ya for vowels. Polite. I에요 for consonants, 예요 for vowels. Formal. 입니다 for both consonants and vowels. Let's try conjugating our example sentences. 저 남자예요. 저 여자예요. 너 남동생이야. Notice I chose the casual conjugation because 너 showing the sentence was casual. 우리 가족이에요. In the past tense, this will be conjugated as 이었어, 였어, 였어요, 였어요, 였습니다, 였습니다. Our future conjugations would be 일 거야, 일 거예요, and 일 겁니다. Just make a quick note that 이었어 and 였어. 이었어 is used for consonants, 였어 is used for vowels. The rest will follow suit. 이었어 is for consonants, 였어 for vowels. 이었습니다 for consonants, 였습니다 for vowels. Let's try a few example sentences in all tenses and polite forms. Don't worry, I'll do them with you. That man was a teacher. I am not a student. I will be a doctor. Let's first remove the unnecessary words that won't translate. What are they? All of the A's. We're left with, that man was teacher. I am not student. I will be doctor. It sounds kind of funny now, but it will all make sense. Now we have to put it in subject, object, verb, or SOV word order. Because we don't have an object, it would be subject, noun, and Eda directly attached to our noun, or 아니다, which means to not be. This would not attach directly to our noun. Instead, it would go at the end. Let's put them in the right word order and translate. That man teacher was. 그 남자 선생님이었습니다. 그 남자 선생님이었습니다. I student am not. 저 학생 아니에요. 저 학생 아니에요. I doctor will be. 나 의사일 거야. 나 의사일 거야. Please note that there is a way to say that you will become something like a doctor, but I just wanted to show you how this could be used here, but I promise there's always a better way to say something. One last thing I'd like to make a distinction on is Eda versus 있다. Eda means to be. 있다 means to have or to exist. I know you're probably thinking, well, if the meanings are different, why or how would I confuse them? Well, once you realize one of the uses that 있다 has, it can become confusing for beginners. 있다, in certain contexts, can translate to is, am, are. How is that so? 있다 has the meaning of to exist. I know it's silly, but think of the phrase, I am at home, or we are at the bank. If you didn't know the usage of 있다, you might have tried to use Eda to literally mean you are. However, as we discussed, Eda can only be used to say you are a noun, not that you are at a location. 저 집이에요. 우리 은행이에요. Those literally mean I am a house, we are a bank. When 있다 is used, they become 저 집 있어요. 우리 은행 있어요. I am at home, we are at the bank. Again, there's a few particles missing to make this perfect, but my focus is more on what 있다 does in terms of is. These translate to I am, we are. But the literal translation would be I exist at home, we exist at the bank. It's kind of funny, right? That's why you shouldn't take translations so literally, but it's easier said than done. Eda is also commonly used to introduce yourself in Korean. I am blank, or my name is blank. I am blank years old. These introductions will be introduced in another video. This was long and probably boring, but I wanted you to grasp the usage of Eda and some things to watch out for when translating your sentences.